I've been going through my files looking for videos that I never completed or videos that I completed but never uploaded to the studio to see if any of it's salvageable for me to publish on my different YouTube channels. And I've been finding a lot of different things. This video is a coffee review that I filmed on September 26, 2021. It is March 12th, 2023. So it's almost, what, a year and a half old, something like that. Now, I recorded this with two different cameras. The video quality isn't that good. The audio quality is terrible. I had to scrap a lot of footage for this video. I was using an external mic that I thought might help, and really it didn't. Over the time that I used it, it eventually crapped out and I threw it away. But it's kind of interesting to go back and look at some of my older videos and see some of the slight improvements I've made in the production value over the years that I've been doing this. Overall, I thought there was enough footage to salvage in order to make a fair review of this coffee, so take the video for what it's worth. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to the Stovetop. In this coffee review, I'll be going over a coffee from Hills Brothers Coffee. Now, I haven't had any Hills Brothers coffee in decades, so I really don't remember too much about what it tasted like. However, I would say that it's comparable to Maxwell House and Folgers as far as taste, price, and availability. This is something that you would normally see on the shelf at your grocery store. Now, I'm going to be trying out their Donut Shop Medium Roast, and I'm kind of curious to see if it's as rich and smooth as the kind of coffee you would typically get at a donut shop, whether it be your local mom and pop or whether it be a national chain. And that's what I'm going to be basing the review on. How does it compare to coffees that I've had at a coffee shop in the past? There's not a lot of information on the labels here on the can, but what it does say is that Hills Brothers has been around for 137 years, and it is a taste of San Francisco, which makes me think that the company originated in California. However, it does have the name and location of their parent company that owns them, and they're based out of Virginia. The brewing instructions on the can say 1 tablespoon of coffee for every 6 ounces of water. We have a 12-cup urn in Mr. Coffee, so that equals 60 ounces of water, so that'll be 10 tablespoons. I'm simply using this tablespoon that I would use for measuring for baking. Now, it also says to adjust to taste. I'm going to base this test off of just the base instructions for brewing the coffee. No stronger, no lighter. For water, I'll be using reverse osmosis purified drinking water that I got at my local dealer where I buy the salt for our water softener. They have an RO system there, and if you bring in an empty jug, you can refill it for 35 cents versus paying, say, $1.49 for a gallon of Absopure at the grocery store. I've used that sort of water before to brew coffee, and it's just as good as the store-bought purified drinking water. I'll be rinsing the filter with some of the RO water, and I'll be brewing on the stronger of the two settings. So let me get this can open. I'll give you my initial impressions of appearance and smell, and then I'll do my first cup review and my last cup review and let you know what my impressions are based off of comparing it to Donut Shop coffee. So let's get started. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up. Just a simple vacuum seal. Coffee's a little bit darker than I thought it would be. It's finely ground. Doesn't have any distinctive smell, just ordinary coffee. Okay, I poured this cup just before it got done brewing to give it a little extra time to cool off. While it was brewing, I really didn't get any distinct aroma from Mr. Coffee. And I could definitely use some coffee because I've already forgotten to turn on the boom mic, so the audio in this video might sound a little bit weird. And the battery went dead on the camera. So let's see if this will wake me up and maybe help me do a better job at making videos. Probably not. Okay. Yeah, right off the bat, first cup, it's bitter. Now that might have been because I let it cool off, because it could be a little bit hotter. It's not cold. It's not lukewarm or anything else like that. But I might have let it cool off a little bit too long. Yeah, it's bitter in the middle and the back side, maybe not so much on the front. Just smells like plain old coffee to me. So let me have a few cups of this. Let me wake up. And I'll come back and tell you if my opinion has changed, like it has in some past videos. Final thoughts on Hills Brothers Donut Shop Medium Roast. Comparing it to coffee that I've had at donut shops, and I don't frequent donut shops very often, but comparing it to coffee that I've had at donut shops, there's only one time where I've had coffee that tastes worse than this at a donut shop. Honestly. This coffee tastes terrible. It's bitter right out of the urn, coming out hot, and as it cools down, it gets very bitter. And the thing is, I think because it's so bitter initially, I'm drinking it at a slower rate than I normally do, causing it to cool off faster, causing it to become more bitter, causing me to like it less. For some people, they like bitter coffee. They like acidic coffee. They like just plain old, I'll call it what it is, cheap coffee, because that's what this is. We paid $5.50 for this on sale because this is what was available that was, I guess, the most affordable. The coffee we were looking for, they were out of stock on, and we were trying to save some money. And that's really about the only positive thing I can say about this coffee, is that it's available and you'll save money getting it. But you're going to sacrifice the quality of the taste of the coffee in order to save money. But for some people, what this tastes like is coffee to them. Doing these coffee reviews over time, I've learned to appreciate some of the more pricey coffees out there. I'm not saying every coffee that's $20 a pound is worth $20 a pound, but some of it really is. And when I drink something like this, it kind of brings me back to that. Why I have learned to, that I like some of the more expensive coffees better. So this isn't for me. It may be for you, but I really can't recommend it. Now I did try in 2 cups of coffee to add some cream to it to tone down the bitterness. I didn't put as much cream as I normally put in coffee because I really wanted to have this black, and it toned it down slightly. I also tried 1 cup with some honey in there. I substitute honey for sugar, I have honey instead of sugar in my coffee, and doing those things only toned it down slightly. So we're going to finish this because we got it to save money, but I'll never buy this again, and overall, I just really can't recommend it. Thanks for watching.